Good morning, students. Today we will continue this chapter named Electrochemistry. This is the lecture number 4 presented by me, Pranit Ghatak, your chemistry teacher. Okay, so let's start. So today's objectives is we will study the Ohm's law, then we will know what is resistance, then we will also know the conductance and the relationship between the resistance and conductance. There is two different types of conductance in your syllabus. Okay, so one is specific conductance and other is molar conductance. Okay, so we will discuss all of these things. Okay, so let's start. So the first topic of today is Ohm's law. So what is Ohm's law? Okay. So Ohm's law is stated that the current flowing through a conductor at a given temperature is proportional to the potential difference, that is V, and inversely proportional to the resistance R. Okay, so both the metallic as well as the electrolyte conductor obey the Ohm's law. Okay, so what Ohm's law is saying that the current flowing through a conductor, that is I, current flowing through a conductor I is proportional to the potential difference, that is V. Okay, and I is also inversely proportional to the resistance, that is R. Okay, so what we can easily write, okay, so Ohm's law, according to Ohm's law, that is the I is proportional to potential difference V and I is inversely proportional to R. Okay, so from these two equations we can easily write that I is proportional to V by R. Okay, so I is proportional, I is the current flowing through a conductor is represented by as I, and V is the potential difference. Okay, and R is the resistance. Okay, so what I can see that I, according to the Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. Is not equal to, I is proportional to, actually I is proportional to V by R. Okay. Then the second thing is resistance. We have already known that in Ohm's law resistance is represented as R. And what is resistance? So what is resistance? Okay, so resistance, it is a property of a substance which obstructs the flow of current through it. Okay, so resistance is a property. Resistance is what? Resistance is a property of a substance by which the substance can obstruct the flow of current. By which is the property of a substance by which the substance can obstruct the flow of current through it. Okay, so resistance is a property that can by that property a substance can obstruct the flow of current. Okay, so resistance has a SI unit of ohm. So the SI unit of resistance is ohm. Okay, so we have known that the Ohm's law as well as the resistance. Okay, so let's move forward. So if the L is the length and A is the cross-sectional area, okay, of a conductor, okay, then the resistance, what should be resistance? Resistance proportional to L, that is the length of the conductor, and resistance is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area, that is 1 by A. Okay, so R is proportional to L, and R is inversely proportional to 1 by L, 1 by A, that is cross-sectional area. R is proportional to length, that is L, so R value just L and R value just 1 by A, because R is inversely proportional to the cross-sectional area. Okay, so by these two equations we can easily write R value just L by A. Okay, R value just or R proportional to L by A. Okay, R proportional to L by A. Okay, so here it is written that R value just L by A. But here, if we are proportional to L by A, if we want to omit this proportionality constant, proportional to sign or value just sign with a equal to, then we have to multiply with a proportionality constant. Okay, we have to multiply with a proportionality constant. So by doing so, we are getting that R is equal to rho into L by A. Okay, so this row is called the proportionality constant. This row is called the proportionality constant. Is a proportionality constant. Proportionality constant. Constant. Okay. 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 And the second thing is conductance. So what is conductance? So it is the reciprocal of the electrical resistance, that is C equal to 1 by R. It is expressed as mho and its a unit is Siemens. Okay, so what happens? We know that R is equal to, so what is conductance? Suppose conductance is the reversible or reciprocal of resistance, that is 1 by R. Okay, so we know what is conductance. Conductance is a reciprocal of resistance, and the unit of resistance it is ohm, OHM. Okay, so the conductance, the unit of conductance will be 1 by ohm, or we can say ohm inverse, we can say ohm inverse, or that is represented as mho, mho. Okay, so unit of conductance also be called as mho or Siemens. Okay, so as the conductance is what? Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Okay, resistance abstract the flow of current, but conductance are susceptible to flow of current. Okay, so they are both opposite to each other. Okay, so conductance is what? Conductance is the reciprocal of resistance. Okay, so unit of R, that is resistance, is ohm, so the conductance will be, the unit of conductance will be mho. OHM, that is for OHM for resistance, and for conductance it will be reciprocal, that's mho, mho or Siemens. Okay, so what is the relationship between the conductance and the specific conductance and the resistivity or resistance? So in case of, we know that R equal to rho into L by A, because we know that R is proportional to L by A. We are taking L by A, and we are taking a proportionality constant by which we are getting R equal to rho into L by A. Okay, so L by A is called, L by A is called cell constant. What is called? It is called cell constant. L by A is called cell constant. Okay, L by A is called cell constant. Okay, so here, so that is how we know that R is equal to rho into L by A. And now if I take, that is 1 by rho is equal to, if I take here, that is 1 by rho is equal to 1 by R equal to L by A. Okay, so here L by A is the cell constant and 1 by rho is called as kappa. Okay, 1 by rho is called as kappa, and as we know from conductance that the conductance is the reciprocal of resistance, that is conductance C is 1 by R, C is equal to 1 by R, because C is reciprocal of resistance. So this 1 by R concept will be, 1 by R will be replaced by C, because 1 by R is equal to C, as conductance is reciprocal of resistance into L by A, that is cell constant. So this kappa, this 1 by rho is also be called as kappa. This kappa here is called kappa. Okay, so kappa is the conductivity. So kappa is the conductivity, C is the conductance, and L by A is the cell constant. So what happens here is kappa equal to, that is the kappa equal to this kappa equal to, that is the kappa is equal to conductivity. Conductivity is equal to C is the conductance into cell constants, because 1 by R is called conductance, because conductance is reciprocal of resistance. So C is 1 by R, C equal to 1 by R. So here conductivity is equal to conductance into cell constant. Here L by A is equal to, L by A is called the cell constant, and C is called the conductance, and kappa here is called as kappa. Okay, kappa is called the specific conductance or conductivity. It is called the specific conductance or conductivity. Okay, kappa is called as specific conductance. It can be called as specific conductance as well as conductivity. Okay, let's see one thing, that if L equal to 1 and A equal to 1, L equal to 1 meter and A equal to 1 meter square, and C is, then if both of them are 1, then what happens, kappa is equal to C. So we can say if the length of the conductor is 1 meter and the distance between the two electrodes are, between the cross sectional area or the distance between the two electrodes is 1 meter square, then the conductivity we get, the conductance we get from the conductor is called the specific conductance or the conductivity. Okay, so if L equal to 1 and A equal to 1 m square, then what happens, K is equal to C. So what we can call, if the length of the conductance, the length of the conductor is 1 meter and the cross sectional area of the conductor is 1 meter square, or the distance between the two electrodes in 1 meter square, then the conductance given by the conductor is called the specific conductance or conductivity. Okay, so when L is equal to 1 and A is equal to 1 m square, then K is equal to C. By then we can easily define the K or conductivity or specific conductance. Okay, and the second thing is molar conductivity. So what is molar conductivity? We have already known that the conductivity, in case of conductance can be measured by two ways. One is conductivity measured by two ways. One is specific conductance or conductivity, that is same thing, that is kappa, and other is molar conductivity. Molar conductivity is given by delta lambda m. Here it is small lambda, and here it is called as the capital lambda. Here in case of molar conductivity, capital lambda is being considered. Capital lambda is being considered in case of molar conductivity. Capital lambda is being considered. Okay, capital lambda m. Okay. So what is molar conductivity? The conductivity produced by dissolving 1 gram mole of an electrolyte placed between two large electrodes at 1 centimeter apart. Okay, so the conductivity produced by dissolving 1 gram mole of an electrode placed between two large electrodes at 1 centimeter apart. Okay, so if we take a electrolytic cell, suppose in case here we are taking an electrolytic cell where the two electrodes, this is the electrode, suppose this is the electron and this is an electrode. Okay, between these two electrodes, if between the two electrode, if the distance between them are 1 centimeter and the electrolyte present here, is 1 gram mole. Okay, the electrolyte present here is 1 gram mole and the distance between the two electrodes is 1 centimeter. Then the conductivity produced by the electrolyte present between the two large electrodes at 1 centimeter apart is called the molar conductivity. Okay, so in a electrochemical cell, when the two electrons, this one and this one, when the two electrons are separated by 1 centimeter and the electrolyte present in the electrolytic cell is, or electrochemical cell, is 1 gram mole, then the conductivity produced in the electrochemical cell is called the molar conductivity. And molar conductivity is represented as lambda m. Okay, so here is the equation: lambda m equal to kappa into v. Kappa into v. Here v is also, we can say v is 1000 by cm. Okay, so we can easily write that lambda m equal to 1000 kappa by molarity. 1000. So lambda m is equal to 1000 kappa by c, or we can say easily, if the c is represented as molarity, if the concentration can be expressed as in number of ways, like normality, molarity, percentage mass, percentage weight, or formality, molality, and in number of ways. If we express this concentration term in molarity, then we can say lambda m equal to 1000 kappa by m, capital M, because capital M is the molarity. Okay, capital M is the molarity. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so in this video we have discussed about the Ohm's law, resistance, what is resistance, conductance, and there are two types of conductance, that is the specific conductance and molar conductance, and we have given a relationship between the conductance, resistance and specific conductance, or the resistivity or conductivity. Okay, and there is also we have given a discussed the relationship between the molarity and the molar conductivity. Okay, so that's it for now. If you have any doubt, then you can feel free to ask me. Okay, thank you very much.